Hello everybody and welcome back to NovaThawts. I'm your host, Nova Luxurious. I'm gonna be quick, honey. I was just at work chilling and I was going through some stories, and this story had came across my timeline like a few times, like the day before yesterday. And so I just finally took the time to look at it, and it's about a young Miss Audrey Stevenson, and she was attending the Potter's House in Fort Worth. Not to be confused with the Potter's House. I think the flagship or the main campus is Dallas, and then he's got a whole bunch of, you know, for anybody who knows about the Potter's House, that's T.D. Jakes' church, but he has some like different campuses all around. And there's one in Fort Worth, and there's one in another place. I don't know all the places, but the one in Fort Worth is under the lay microscope, if you will, because they taking people hostage and body slamming girls, and after you know, blackballing them and doing all this extraness in the church house at the Potter's House, honey. I'm not going to give you too much of the recap. Well, I guess I can give you like so basically, you know, Audrey was going to church to do her normal thing, which is she does the morning announcements. She's the girl that does the morning announcements, you know, maybe do the Bible verse. You know, they say a prayer like, amen, you know, God is good all the time, God is good. You know, they hit you with a tagline. And, you know, they say, turn to the neighbor, you know, they give you, you know, they're almost like they kind of hype the crowd up, you know, hype the congregation up, you know, get the blood flowing, honey, and give them the announcements, give them a Bible verse, maybe end them with a prayer and a small little word, and bam, on to the next part of the service. So, you know, I guess for some whatever reason, honey, she was not supposed to be doing that anymore. And so she was brought back into this room, and chaos ensued. I just want to say that the Potter's House of Fort Worth, Rhonda Lewis and Brandon Amy were the other two people involved. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Like, for real. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves of how y'all behave. Rhonda, you fat neck bitch. I was sitting watching the video, and, you know, it was very clear that you was just mad to be mad. Like, it was clear that you just didn't like that girl for whatever reason, and you was just trying to find every reason. No, I know what you was really mad about. Because as I was watching the video, the conversation that they were having. So basically, in this room, I guess I have to give a recap, honey. In this room, you know, basically how she ended up doing her service was apparently Rhonda, who's like the church coordinator, church director, something like that. She, I guess, is in charge of assigning people and putting people in certain. So I guess she decided that she didn't want her to do it, the morning announcement, so she took her off and had been trying to take her off. So from what the conversation was, the way it was geared, I'm thinking that Miss Stevenson, you know, went around her, which, you know, that's a move that I would do. Okay, girl, I see you being difficult. I'm just gonna go around you and above you and go to the person ahead of you. And you know, that's what she did. Like, yeah, girl, and they apparently all like her, and it's you that have an issue, honey, Miss Lewis, fat neck Rhonda. And so apparently Rhonda didn't like that, and she was just like, honey, you supposed to go through me, I'm that person. And honey, Miss Aubrey, and then Miss Aubrey finally let it be known, like, honey, so it was you that's been doing this, honey, you have been blocking me, you have been trying to take me down. And then when they was trying to come up with some cockamamie excuse, honey, Miss Audrey was over it, and she was just like, you know what, it's cool, and I'm out, let me go. And then they wanted to block her, and that's when Brandon, you big girl, you just big black hole, like, you big girl, I was like, that was just so unnecessary. Like, girl, so you body slammed her and then handcuffed her and held her against her will, all for the sake of you wanted her to sit down and comply and see your side of the situation. Girl, just doing the most, and it's really sad because, now this girl is turned off to a church and, a place where she felt like she was there to get spiritually fed or whatever. Now she's got to find somewhere else to go. Like, you have ran her off over some pettiness. And, it's very clear that's what that was, honey. Miss Rhonda and Miss Brandon need to be relieved of their duties, because that didn't make any fucking sense. And a part of me wants to see go into this whole thing about this is why I don't go to church, but I don't want to put that on everybody's church. Everybody's church ain't like that. I mean, everybody got drama in everywhere they go, and that includes church and stuff, but everybody's church ain't like that and do things to that level. But so I'm not gonna put that on them, but girl, it's kind of the reason why I don't like a lot of these churches and don't really like to devote any energy to a lot of these churches, because there's always people in those inside parts, in the ranks that, they feel like, because from what, and then Audrey also did some other videos kind of explaining the situation and how it got to that point. And so basically Fat Neck Rhonda is friends with a girl who's also a part of in the ranks, who doesn't like Miss Audrey. So she's been spreading rumors, and because they're Judies and they kiki, Miss Rhonda is a go along, get along hoe. And I guess that's cute for her. But in this situation, it's not cute, actually. I'm sorry. In this situation, it's not cute. Like, girl, so you will go along, get along hoe, and you've decided that you don't like this girl, and so now because you're the church administrator, you want to pull stunts and pull people from their positions, and it's like, it's her little thing, and she's good at it, and she do it. Like, why can't you just let her do it? Why are you, but girls, when they get a little bit of power, a little taste of authority, some people go ape shit, and then you sat back and let that big behemoth of a man body slam that girl and handcuff her and just made a spectacle of her for no reason, all because she was over it and she clocked y'all. Okay, so you just trying to play a game. Oh, okay, girl, well, listen, I'm done. And you was, so all y'all deserve to get fired. Apparently Bishop T.D. Jakes issued like some kind of like, generic ass apology. But apparently, the tee is that even they had, some things in the past. I'm gonna look up some of their juicy past just for my own personal kikis, and if I find anything, I might post it on these podcasts. Just be like, girl, guess what I found? No, I'm not that dedicated, but I will be doing it just for my own personal kikis, just to see what type of shit. Because apparently this is not anything new over there at the House of Clay, honey. The Potter's house, even the name is just, it gives me very, girl. It's like it's trying to be one thing, but it's really just inside. It's vicious and corroded in there, honey. And judging by the way they was acting, that was a very corroded set, honey. Just, not good at all. But yeah, it's very clear that Fat Neck Rhonda got like a personal issue with her and was mad that girl went above her. It's like, well, girl, ain't nobody finna be sitting back and getting taken off things and stuff. It's like, no, honey, we know what this is, girl. And I'm glad she said it. And one thing, and it's no shade to Miss Audrey, because she kept trying to talk in this spiritual kind of thing, and even in her own personal video, it was very, you know how for the girls that have been around, the super Christian girls, how they talk in these, I can't do it. Like, I can't do it really good, but how they talk, girl. When they, they don't, it's always very long-winded, and it's about walking in the flesh and this and that. And it's like either quoting, it's about the Bible verse, or it's like a combination of a Bible verse / some mystic Christian wisdom saying, and instead of just getting to the point. And that's what was frustrating me about Miss Audrey in that moment. And this is just my own personal thing, is that when you saw that this fat neck bitch was coming for you, honey, you was just kind of talking to this spiritual language, and I just wanted you to just be like, fuck you, bitch. Like, I really did. And I know that this lady, Miss Audrey, she's on her spiritual journey. Apparently she was real hard in them streets, so she probably trying to play it real easy and real cute for her current situation, and I get that. But honey, some of y'all super saved girls, y'all lose touch with some of the cute parts of the gutter, honey. Listen, honey, I'm drawing blanks, honey. I'm so mad. Listen, when a bitch is coming for you and it's unnecessary, I don't know, I just feel the need to get to the point, and I curse bitches out. Especially when she told that girl to shut up, honey, because she was clocking her up. Just shut up. See, that was when you turned off. That's what you should have turned off, Christian, and went straight into okay, bitch. Well, really, it should have started when she was going into don't ma'am me. Okay, so you just trying to find every reason to be upset, bitch. Okay. Don't ma'am me. Well, girl, you're a ma'am, aren't you? Or are you a sir? With your fat neck ass. That whole video enraged me a little, like it did. And it annoyed me because, like, once again, Miss Audrey and all of that, she was trying to talk to the spiritual shit, and I was just like, girl, you needed to just curse that bitch out and then head for the door, honey. Like, listen, bitch, fuck you, honey, okay? Because I see what you're doing, and it's not cute, and you about to have me go full Detroit on you, bitch. And it should have been that, well, in my opinion. Of course, don't listen to me though, girl. See, the way she's playing it, honey, she's about to get all the way paid. I hope she sues the ever-living dog shit out of everybody at the Potter's house, in Fort Worth, aka the House of Clay. I definitely hope that she gets a cute coin off of you girls, and I hope that the House of Clay, like I said, y'all need to fire old fat neck, and you need to fire that behemoth, honey, sloth. You need to fire him, because that was way too much. That was so unnecessary. That whole thing was, y'all was doing way too much. And I'm very much, shout out to Miss Audrey Stevenson. Girl, I'll support you, girl. Get the bag, girl. I hope she is vetting. I hope you vetting some really good lawyers for this class action lawsuit, honey. Cause, yeah, girl, take them for everything that they're worth, because they deserve that. Because, that was just not right. Like, that was not right. At all. Or, at all. So, anyway, I'm gonna get out of here because it's late and I want to go to bed. And so, y'all be easy. Remember to drink water and grease your knees. Peace and love, honey.
The podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.